I want to focus this video on building a custom header for a website. Website's built in Studio Press, and so I had an idea of what the header size was. What I like to do, and if you see here on the right hand side, you'll see all my layers done already. I'm just going to go through on how to build a layer and how I like to do it. Let me show you the website first. Let me get into the website first, and that way you can see what the finished product is, and you can see the background of the website. So you'll see there's a black background in here, and I wanted to work with that black background, and I wanted to get something that kind of melded over that black background. So what I do always, if I'm working whatever color, the first thing I do is I put a background layer in with the color I'm working with. Even though it may not be the same gradient, I use the color so that I can offset all of the images that I'm using to see how they'll work over that background. The next thing I did was I wanted, I had the logo in mind, so I placed it in position, and I did some effects on it. I used outer glow, and I moved around my opacity a little bit, and I also went down to the stroke, which I kept at 3%, which gave me the outline around the letters as you see. The font was nice. I liked the font, but I wanted to draw it out even against the black, and even if I'm doing the white background, I want something to really draw out the outline of the letters, so that's why I went with the stroke. Okay, you can always adjust the stroke, obviously, to less or more depending on what you want. And working in Photoshop, it's always playing around, finding that happy medium and what looks good on the eye. And things change over time, so different styles and whatnot, so that may affect on how you use effects on your images. The next thing, I wanted to definitely put in the same font type and really describe my site, because it is the header, so that title to me seemed sufficient. And after that we have a group that I built with all different parts to the layer. So I wanted something more in the background, and as I've shown in a previous video, I've done some fading, and this fade I did on a piano. As you can see, there's a piano. And then what I did was I threw this open window pane in. Like you're looking through the window, you're looking into somebody. So I wanted this open window pane, but I wanted to have something in the panes. So first I put the drums, obviously, which is mostly my music, and then I put like some art tabs to show the artistic side of me. There's other things, especially as you can read that title of my ministry, but I wanted to just at least show into the two most essential things that I do, which is music and art. Then I take away the black, and there you have the finished product, which you can see the fade on the piano, you see the keyboard image, you see the logo, you see the words, and the nice thing is when you look back onto the website, you see that finished product against the background, and it really pops and works. Now, the last thing you have to do when you're working in Photoshop, when you're creating a header like this, is you go to Save for Web and Devices. Since you want a translucent image, you're going to select PNG, keep it on transparency, and just save it. And then from there you have to upload it to your website and place it in position.